TTE Notti. Big rat. Oh, hell no.
Kill over a bitch, but let a rat keep his life. Be late to certain things sometimes because I don't like to just go off of what the news says. I like to request the actual reports. On March 9th, 2024, police noticed a gold Lexus with an expired tag. The vehicle was pulled over and officers made contact with Woodisha Hornsby, the driver, and TTE Notti, the passenger. Come to find out, Woodisha had a warrant for her arrest and both her and Notti were detained outside the vehicle. An officer observed marijuana inside the passenger door and a probable cause search was conducted. That's when Notti admitted he had a firearm in the vehicle. Located in the glove box was a cheap-ass 9mm Taurus G2C. A criminal history check would show Notti as a convicted felon with a long history of arrests, and because of this, he'd be charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. But Notti would do the impossible. Notti would voluntarily explain to officers that two associates of his were conspiring to commit murder against another individual later that night. He'd state Don Bennett, aka Dove Don, and William Colvin, aka Wild Bill, were planning on going to see Isaiah Jones, aka OTM Zay, at a show he was performing at. The two made preparations with Notti to ensure that they could use his VIP access credentials for South by Southwest to attend the show. Notti had the top VIP credentials since he's a podcaster that interviews local rappers. Notti explained his VIP status would keep the two men from being searched at the door, allowing them to sneak concealed weapons into the club. Notti explained Don and Bill wanted to kill Zay in order to prevent him from testifying against he'd be charged with Now y'all know I be late to certain things sometimes because I don't like to just go off of what the news says. I like to request the actual reports. On March 9th, Don Bennett, aka Dove Don, and William Colvin, aka Wild Bill, were planning on going to see Isaiah Jones, aka OTM Zay, at a show he was performing at. The two made preparations with Notti to ensure that they could use his VIP podcaster that interviews local rappers club. Notti explained Don and Bill wanted to kill Zay in order to prevent him from testing. Police and paramedics arrived at the home. They pronounced 28-year-old Jorge James dead when Austin 911 received a call for an unresponsive male. As police and paramedics arrived at the home, they pronounced 28-year-old Jorge James dead in his bed. Homicide investigators would later learn through witnesses that the previous night, the victim was at a club called Chica's Bonitas. A fight broke out, and as the victim attempted to break it up, Wild Bill hit the man, knocking him out. After regaining consciousness, the victim refused medical treatment at the scene and left with his friends, only to die from his injuries in his sleep. 4 days later, the warrant went out for Wild Bill. Charged with aggravated assault, this may be the very case Zay was allegedly going to testify against him on. TTE Notti told officers that Dove Don was going to pay him $450 to deliver the handgun to him at the concert. TTE Notti also said they were armed and dangerous within the downtown area and in possession of 6 guns including an AK-47. Notti assisted officers in orchestrating a meeting with Don. Notti let the officers see the texts, which were cryptic but indicative of some type of coordinated plan. Officers contacted the gang unit and major crime suppression unit to inform them on what Notti just told them. Investigators would learn about a YouTube podcast where OTM Zay spoke disrespectfully about Notti, indicating a motive for the shooting. Officers developed a plan to have Cadet Notti meet Don at a gas station. Surveillance units were in position and identified Don's vehicle as it pulled in. Notti told officers he thinks Don is with Bill and the two would likely shoot at officers if they attempted to arrest them. As Don exited his vehicle, Notti was shown real-time photos from the surveillance team as he positively identified his own friend. Don would leave the gas station making his way to the concert when he texted Notti, "I'm on the scene." Operating off the intelligence gathered by Notti, officers believed Don was at the concert armed with a handgun, conspiring to commit murder. Taking into consideration the number of innocent lives within the densely populated area, a shooting of any kind could have unintended victims, causing a potential mass casualty. So Austin's SWAT team would conduct a high-risk takedown without incident, finding a .45 caliber Glock 30 on Don. He'd be charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. The investigation into the conspiracy to commit murder would continue as investigators found several YouTube videos of Notti and Zay identifying a very clear feud between them. A video posted on February 26th by a channel named Rico the Black Man would feature Zay talking about the ongoing dispute. Zay would talk shit about Notti and Don, but due to the fact that Don was found with his own gun, investigators didn't believe Notti's story of supposed to be getting paid $450 to deliver him a gun. Because of the obvious feud between the two, investigators believe both men conspired to murder OTM Zay. Both Notti and Don have since bonded out of jail, with Notti's career as a podcaster officially dying. Being the main face of Pop Austin media and having everyone there turn against him, it's hard to imagine what's next for Notti aside from a prison sentence. Not only has he admitted he was in possession of a firearm as a felon, he overly cooperated with the police. Being a man who let the world know he was BG's cellmate and had a strong stance against rats, it seems highly unlikely TTE Notti will ever walk in general population. It's even more unlikely that he'll go unknown or unnoticed with the giant tattoo of his own fucking name on his face. On top of all of this, Notti has another open case for harassment. Back in January, his wife, who's currently divorcing him, told police Notti called her yelling and threatening her life, saying she was fixing to die.
TTE Notti! You know it's all speculation and hearsay until that paperwork come out. 1090 Jake. One thing he gonna do, he gonna go get that paperwork. So in March, TTE Notti and the girl, y'all just seen what I seen. Got pulled over. TTE Notti couldn't take his lick like a man and got to doing what rats do. Long tail rats though. He did what the long tail rats do. I been knew that's the type of dude TTE Notti is. Go look at the previous videos I done put out on dog. It's something about him, man. He just a cornball. Nah, it's official. Long tail rat. He put that whole scenario on dog and got him arrested. When in fact, that was all yo doing. That was what you wanted. You see how they came across that live? And was like, you beefing with Zay. So TTE Notti is the type to put a play down and allow on his mans to get out. And then say ain't no paperwork. And he didn't tell. And he's so thorough. Hey, Austin, Texas. Take this L. Hold that. Hold that. Dude ain't thorough at all. I don't think nobody should give him a platform to talk on. Nobody should collab with him. The way he move is slime ballish. Pop Austin Media. I don't like Pop Austin Media either. But ever since TT Notti ain't been there, they've been going downhill. That's just the truth. They've been going downhill. So TT Notti, he was doing something right. All the stuff he stay in, stealing out the stove. Baby mama saying he wearing her clothes. Him telling. All the apologizing after he get through. That's what was keeping people coming to Pop Austin Media. We wanted to laugh at TT Notti. So yeah, he kept the numbers a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just cancel dog. Throw dog in the garbage. Hey, leave a comment in the description. It's the Facebook, it's the Instagram, it's the Cash app. So appreciate you. Go ahead. Push the link on all of them. And I'll be back with another one. One more thing. You into it with Freezy, OG Freezy, Dogface. Shout out Dogface. For real. I rock with Dogface. I like his content for sure. He thorough too. This dude, TT Notti, got paperwork. About that thick. And got some nerve to talk about somebody who's a stand-up dude. Man, that'd be crazy. It'd be the worst people want to open their mouth. But I'll be back with another one.